Imagine you're a fox and you want to sneak up on a goose or chicken on the inside of this fence. For instance, by climbing a tree from the outside and coming down on the inside. But then you hear this. So now the fox will have second thoughts because the element of surprise is gone. Yesterday, I noticed one of my red sex lynx was missing. Peach and her sister Caramel wasn't with her or with the others. And I asked my daughter to come and help me look. I had a bad feeling. And I thought I looked everywhere, but somehow my daughter saw something I missed here along the stream. This is all that remains of Caramel. We have a guardian dog that patrols here at night, Emma. But I cannot leave Emma with the chickens and the geese in here during the day. When she was a puppy, maybe 1 or 1.5 years old, she would play with the chickens and chase them. And one time she grabbed a goose and then chased the goose around the whole yard. And I was able to just barely save the goose by luring Emma out of here, honking the car horn and alarming her, and she came running out of the yard and the goose was saved. But I couldn't get her to get away from the goose because she was guarding the goose once she had gotten a hold of it. This was terrifying, and ever since then I have not let her in here. I have not tried to train her with the poultry because I think it's just not worth the risk. I have not lost a single chicken or a goose to her, but I think that would have happened if I would have tried to train her. However, she is an excellent guard dog, guardian. She likes to guard here at night. She has a place to herself. The birds are locked up. And she marks her territory, which probably makes them a lot safer during the day. And since we had Emma, I think it's now coming up to 4 years, I haven't lost one bird to predators. Look at she's getting her feet really wet. She's standing up to her chest in the water. We've had birds die, obviously, chickens, but none have gone missing. Not even by hawk attack or something like that, or an owl, up till now. So that came as a shock. Of course, this time of year, mid-March through early April, is probably the most dangerous time where it comes to predators. They all have young to feed. Now Emma is resting somewhere near the house. Sometimes she'll be inside. Right now she's out, but she's probably sleeping or half asleep. She has to rest sometime. And all the way back here is a fence, the farthest from the house. And something made its way over this fence. We actually traced a trail of downy white feathers to here, to the corner of the fence where there's this tree, and it looks like the fox or bobcat or whatever it was took its prey, or were caramel, over the fence 6 feet high almost, and into the woods. This morning I came out here and set up 2 trail cams. I'll still do more, which may be a little bit of a deterrent. And I've ordered some alarm devices that are activated by motion and can make flashing lights or barking dog sounds and that kind of thing. It's all coming too late for Caramel, but after several years of not losing any birds, I have become complacent. How do you like my new shoes? My waterproof sluggers with chickens. These are great. Great for sale. My worry now, of course, is that whatever took Caramel will come back for more. Now that it has discovered that there is no dog here, at least not in daylight. But it just smells of dog. A dog in a shop. Or it could be this. It sounds friendly, but it gives the fox away. Or it might be competition. A Chinese gong. There's some really weird bird. Fireworks. What could be worse? A squealing pig. A vehicle backing up. A large vehicle. A car in the wrong place at the wrong time. A lovely clock. A ship here. Or just a plain old explosion. This is the place where our chicken Caramel was taken. Whatever took her climbed up this tree and back out here. I also have a flashing light here, but right now it's not doing anything because we've had a lot of rain, and since these devices are all solar powered, obviously in a prolonged period of rainy weather, they're not that reliable. Even when you charge them inside with their USB cable, they don't work as well after a night of rain. And also you should know that in very warm weather, if it's even a little bit windy, they get triggered a lot by just some moving leaves or grass or something. So you may want to turn them off in that kind of weather. But I've installed 7 of those ones with the funny noises and 4 of the flashing lights, which can also make the sound of a siren. You only have one choice of sound there, and that siren is so loud you can hear it probably a half a mile or a mile away. So that is something I don't want to use because it gets on my own nerves. And here's an owl that can move its head, swivel its head, which just scares away aerial predators. But since I've had those alarms, we have not lost any more chickens. And I'm not too concerned that they don't work as well now in the rains and heat of late spring, because the most dangerous time he was spooked by my wrestling, not by that alarm. The time of year when predators like foxes and bobcats are most likely to come after your chickens here is in early spring or late fall, not during the summer and not during the midwinter. So I may take down some of the alarms and leave a few in place at the key points. We attach the fence in a lot of places. We attach the fence to trees because the ground is rocky and it's often hard to find a good place for a T-post where you can pound in a T-post. So there are a lot of places where this same thing scenario could happen. There's a corner tree, and here are the big dark woods all around. So these alarms work best in the time when I actually most need them, and I would give them a high rating